Viewers, an Ethiopian politician who is behind the bars has been allowed to run in the upcoming Ethiopian general elections. On the 21st of June, Ethiopia is due to hold next elections. Several opposition leaders are imprisoned, viewers, but one leader, a politician, Eskinder Nega, has been allowed by an Ethiopian court to run in the upcoming elections. Now, questions are being asked about the other leaders like Jawar Mohammed, Bekele Gerba, and Dawood Ibsa, who is under house arrest. Why didn't they go for a legal battle? Why did they boycott Ethiopian upcoming elections? Was that a good move or not? Eskinder Nega is basically a journalist. He founded Balderas for True Democracy Party in 2018. Views. This party does not have a huge following, and Eskinder Nega is not a real challenger to Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of Ethiopia. So he has been allowed to run, but he is still in prison, viewers. Jawar Mohammed, Bekele Gerba are real challengers, and Dawood Ibsa as well, viewers. But their parties, OFC, Oromo Federalist Congress, and Oromo Liberation Front, OLF, boycotted upcoming elections. OLF and OFC could have gone for constitutional and legal battle, viewers. Was that a wise move to leave the entire political space open for Ethiopian federal government, for Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed? Critics are now questioning political strategy adopted by OFC and OLF. Whatever small political space they had, they gave up that space by boycotting Ethiopian upcoming elections. If Eskinder Nega can be allowed to run, why not Jawar Mohammed and Bekele Gerba and Dawood Ibsa? The two parties could have gone for a legal battle, but they chose to boycott upcoming Ethiopian elections. Now it seems that Abiy Ahmed is not facing any real challenger in the upcoming elections, and even his critics say that he is going to win the upcoming elections. Printing of ballot papers is underway. Polling stations have been finalized. Ethiopia is all set to hold next elections, but there are security issues, viewers, and keeping in view the fragile law and order and security situation, it remains to be seen, can Ethiopia hold the next elections in a peaceful manner or not? In dozens of constituencies, elections have been postponed. In a separate video, I'll inform you about the areas where there'll be no elections on the 21st of June, viewers. In Oromia, in BG, no elections in Tigray, and in several constituencies of BG, Oromia, and SNNP, there will not be any elections. I have another update about Eritrean troops in Tigray, viewers. Within the past 48 hours, we have heard three different statements from three Ethiopian government officials about the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray. Firstly, we heard from Dina Mufti, spokesperson of Ethiopian Foreign Ministry. He said, hopefully, one day Eritrean forces will leave Tigray. Then Bilin Siom, Ethiopian government spokesperson, said that the withdrawal was already underway. Then lastly, viewers, Fitsum Arega, US ambassador to Ethiopian ambassador to the US talked to the CNN. The CNN host asked question about the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray. Fitsum Arega responded by saying that preparations were underway for the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray. Watch the three clips showing Dina Mufti, Bilin Siom, and Fetsum Erega, three Ethiopian government officials talking about the withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray. I think for
So dealing with Ethiopian forces is one thing. Dealing with Eritrean forces is a whole different ballgame. I want to play you some sound because I actually interviewed the Ethiopian ambassador to the US and I asked him about making sure that the Eritrean forces withdraw from Ethiopia. I want to play you what he had to say. In terms of Eritrean forces being forced out of Ethiopia, being forced to withdraw from your country, where do we stand on that?
To begin with, Eritrean forces crossed the border because they had threats for the security. They were provoked by the TPLF launching missiles to different cities, I mean, in Asmara, in the Eritrea. So they had no option when they were not guaranteed protection from the Ethiopian government, but just to protect themselves. Now we have agreed, already letters have been exchanged and some technical military arrangements have been going on. So very soon we'll see Eritrean troops leaving the country.
Okay, so very soon. So what does that mean? When? When by?
So I cannot explain the details, but already there are some, I mean, these are information that are very important to security. So as I speak now, there are preparations for part of the Eritrean troops to withdraw from Ethiopian territories.
Thank you, Noé Ochebodin for the French radio. Two questions. One, maybe an update about the process of withdrawal from Eritrean troops. Is it started? Is it underway? Second question about the proof, the information about humanitarian workers helping, like smuggling weapons. Will the government share the information with media? Thank you.
Thank you. My question relates to Dr. Gideon. You've told us about the investigation regarding alleged crimes committed by federal troops and also by TPLF-affiliated forces. Many victims have alleged that Eritrean forces, as well as Amhara militias, have also committed killings and rapes. Have you started, or are you undertaking investigation regarding to crimes allegedly committed by Eritrean forces and also militias from neighboring Amhara region?
Thank you. My goes to Dr. Gideon. You've mentioned 28 military personnel are under investigation for human rights breach. And does this include the Eritrean forces? And my second question goes to Bildani. You stated about a number of NGOs are engaged in smuggling weapons to the insurgents. Do we know who are financing them at this point? Thank you.
አመሰግናለሁ ከፎርቹን ጋዜጣ My first question is, you have said that there are credible evidence indicating civilians have been killed in Aksum between November 27 and 28. Were Eritrean involved? Like, is there any evidence indicating that Eritrean have been involved? And my second question is there any assessment or investigation?
The Ethiopian government holds the position that unhindered access has been allowed. The second question that had been indicated with regards to the withdrawal of Eritrean forces, a request for the exit has already been put in place by the relevant authority, and per the Ministry of Defense reports, withdrawal has commenced. So we need to let that process play out according to the agreements with the stakeholders. There's two questions that are more or less the same, and they refer to what I had intimated earlier with regards to the need for military checkpoints and ensuring that convoys that are entering.
ዞሮ እኛ የኤርትራ ወታደሮችን በሚመለከት ያ ፖዚሽኑ በመንግስት ተገለጸ ፖዚሽኑ ይወጣሉ ነው እንደሚወጡም ተስፋ እናደርጋለን ሆፕፉሊ አንድ ቀን ይወጣሉ የሚል ነው